That's a little inside joke. But I'm sure the person who's meant to get it will get it. So, I wanted to talk about some activity we have from our obese little friend. This guy right here. There has been a little bit of activity, and we're going to cover it. Alright, so this is from Twitter, so let's talk about a little bit of this projection here. We'll start with this. Alright, so he posted that earlier today. It was about, I don't know, after 7 Eastern. I think I screenshotted that closer to 10. Now, he says talk's cheap. Yes, Bobby. Yes, talk is very cheap. And that, unfortunately, that's all you seem to do. Big talker, not much of a doer. Unless that doing is you sitting at the computer beating off or playing video games. Now, he proceeds to call me a dysfunctional backbiter, because I know you're talking about me, bud. Long-term defamation gossip wars. We'll talk about the defamation in a minute. We'll go to another screenshot. They're blue-pilled bitch thinkers whose attacks are motivated by jealousy and impotence. That's quite hilarious. Now back to work that matters. Yeah, like beating your dick and playing video games at the computer. Cool. Alright, True Patriot Girl says something. I don't really care. She'll figure you out eventually. Absolutely, I've been spending the last year removing dysfunctional people from my life. Actually, you were removed, but you're the one who had to run away because you got found out. Now, what he's doing here is what's called psychological projection. He's very good for that. He's very good for projecting onto others. And I actually just kind of wonder, like, I really wonder if he believes his own bullshit or he knows he's lying. Like, he either is, like, mentally ill and he's just projecting, or he actually knows that he's lying. And I've been 50-50. I've actually been leaning towards that he knows he's lying side, but I don't know yet. I'm really on the fence about that. All right, so hopefully you guys have read the definition of psychological projection there. That's exactly what you're looking at. Now, let's move on to a message that he has sent to his landlady today. His former landlady, excuse me. I gotta make that clear. Oh yeah, one more thing. Dysfunctional. Before we go any further, I want to address dysfunctional. Now think about this. You have this clown right here who's stealing trucks, stealing power tools, projecting all kinds of crazy nonsense onto other people. To include someone drinking a lot of coffee must be an addict, telling someone that their wife is cheating on them in an email, knowing full well it didn't happen, but being very jealous that she didn't cheat on him with you. That's kind of dysfunctional. It's kind of being a supposed MGTOW monk while behind the scenes simping to all kinds of women. We have all the evidence, bud. This isn't, I know you're accusing me of defamation, but I've got receipts of you doing all this shit. All right, so let's talk about him complaining about his credibility. It says, in closing, while I did use the term defame, that is not truly what I meant, because the truth is an absolute defense to defamation claims, which is why you're never going to sue me for any of my videos, right? You said I was defaming you earlier, and yet you're never going to try to fucking sue me, are you? Because you know this is all true. which is also why you haven't actually made some sort of video response or anything like that. Because you know, if you make a fucking video addressing this shit, talking about my videos, people are going to go to it and they're going to listen to it and they're going to find out the truth, which is why you were spurting out, throwing tantrums on Twitter that nobody's paying a fucking attention to. And that's all you can do. Talks about the email that she's supposedly so mad about. Man, there's a lot that she's mad about, dude. Like, I don't know. There's something I haven't told everybody yet. How about you tricking her mother into showing her financial information and then later coming to her and telling her that her husband is going to divorce her because all the marital property is in his name, and then telling her that her husband thinks of her as property. That's not. Does that sound red pill to anybody? I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, so the only part that really matters in this word salad is the last part where he's talking about that the majority of my videos and comments and other bullshit statements made about you were directly made to white knight by attempting to destroy your credibility. First of all, I'm not white knighting. I'm making fun of a cuck. I have receipts to back up what I say, again, which is why you're not going to sue me for defamation. Also, because if you try and you want to talk big game about, oh, I'll subpoena, blah, blah, blah. Exactly. Your subpoenas will prove everything I said. And then, even better, subpoenas work both ways. So I subpoena your shit, and then everything becomes public record. So I'm glad that you're smart enough to not even consider thinking about trying to sue me for defamation, because that would be retarded. As far as your credibility is concerned, sir, you've done a fine job of destroying your credibility yourself via your past and present actions. Now, with that said, let's continue. Let's talk about your credibility. So, let me get this shit off the screen because it's not relevant anymore. We're done with it. So let's talk about stuff that you were saying back in early 2019. So this was when you were getting ready to start having dealings with the Redman Group. So let's listen. Let's hear what you think about the Redman Group.
Okay, cool.
But here's the thing. Like, remember Elliot Holt from remember that guy who had the 2 million subscribers who wanted to interview with me about MGTOW, the fitness guy, the black guy?
I think so, yeah.
Redman Group has him as one of their speakers, and they're going to set me up with an interview.
Nice.
Yeah. just having him show up right by their stuff. I think what's going on is there's jealousy here.
And I don't class the Redman Group as PUAs. It's just fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah. They're wannabe Chads.
Oh yeah. They want to be Chads, right? That's why you joined him. That's why you joined him. Oh, you're the MGTOW ambassador, right? Now, speaking of the ambassador, this I know for a fact was recorded in February 2nd, 2019, and this is where he talks about how he's going to be the ambassador for MGTOW, and he's all smug and cocky, like he's hot shit.
Oh, I haven't even told you the best part. Redman Group is going to shop me around on all their channels as the official ambassador from MGTOW. And they've got like 8 channels. And I'm going to go through and say the same shit. Here's what MGTOW is and here's what it's not. And then I'll let them do a Q&A. Oh yeah. They talked about it tonight. I'm gonna talk to the group tomorrow after the Redman Group in a private conversation, and we're gonna try to get it set up. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the point. Absolutely. And then on top of that, I got fucking I got Phil. Phil's gonna do a video with me where he's going to admit that the reason he's dropping me is because he got outrage mobbed.
Now, there was a lot of outrage when you backstabbed TFM, which you know you did. There's no defamation there. You know what you did. Speaking of knowing what you did, how about that video, that last video of yours on your channel, where you're talking shit about people? Now, you were talking shit about these guys because, you know, you're a nameless, faceless dude on the internet. So I got a lovely meme here. Once again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you're missing out. There's audio clips I had posted on Twitter. There's memes on there. Also, please, there's a guy named Brother Morpheus. Please follow him too. He's fucking hilarious. I love his memes. And there's another guy. Let me look him up real quick. I'm sorry. This is very professional, but I have to direct you guys to this dude as well. I think I'll put links to their shit in the description here. But his name is Breathe TYB. That's BREATHE on Twitter. He's got a nice little segment that basically proves all the bullshit about Rollo Tomasi supposedly doxing that location. He debunks it. It's his pinned tweet. So he basically exonerates Rollo Tomasi for supposedly doxing that location to the reporter. So please check that out if you have not already. All right, now to the great meme here. So this is based off of something that our obese friend here said about a couple of content creators, calling them genetic bitches. Now, you guys be the judge. Are the two guys on the left genetic bitches, or is the guy on the right? Let me know in the comments. All right. It's been fun, but we're done. See ya.